man dipped a strip, supposedly made of pure gold, into 100 proof alcohol, and within seconds, the golden color began to fade. In just 5 seconds, the so-called gold strip turned into worthless junk. The antique experts in the room couldn't believe their eyes. The man seized the opportunity and, taunting the heir, offered him the junk as a gift. The heir felt he was being mocked. He carelessly threw the object away, saying that 8 million was nothing to him, and dismissed the so-called trash without even looking at it. The man, with a satisfied smile, picked up the junk and sat down. No one could have imagined that this piece of iron was actually the only key to opening a mysterious wooden box that was about to be auctioned. Experts confirmed that the box hadn't been opened for 1,000 years. Its structure was so unique that even modern technology couldn't determine what was inside. The junk, now in the man's possession, was the only way to access the contents of the box. The auction began with a blind bid. The starting price was set at 500,000. But since everyone thought it was just an ordinary old, damp wooden box, no one paid attention. Even an expert commented that it would be worth more if it were made of Nanmu golden wood. But only a few took him seriously. The man, without hesitation, bid 600,000, believing that a treasure was hidden inside the box. The heir, hearing this, scoffed and said he only wanted it to use as a stool. But the man confidently declared that something priceless was inside the box. Then he stood up and, in front of everyone, took out the so-called junk. It wasn't a royal medal, but the key to opening the box. He carefully inserted it, and as he struck it with his palm, the sound of a sword echoed throughout the hall. The sound was so loud that many people covered their ears. The antiques expert immediately climbed onto the stage and identified the object. It was a legendary sword. Its minimum price was 1 million. The entire hall was stunned. The heir instantly regretted his decision. The expert offered to buy it for 10 million, but the female merchant had become attached to the sword. She refused the offer without hesitation. Then she gave the man a 500,000 card as a thank you. After that, the auctioneer presented the next item, an ancient horse statue. The expert commented that although it looked like the work of a great artist, it was actually a fake replica. But at that moment, the man raised his hand and bought it without thinking. The expert shouted that he was crazy. The heir mocked him. But his wife stopped him and said that the man was very lucky. Perhaps it would be wise to imitate him. The heir also started bidding. After several rounds, the price reached 1 million. But the heir began to have doubts. He was afraid that he might be paying too much for a fake. Just then, the man surprised everyone by bidding 5 million. The entire hall fell silent. The heir stood up and said that the man was being cheated. But the man challenged him to a bet. If the object turned out to be worthless, he would wear a leash and bark like a dog in front of everyone. Then he borrowed the sword from the female merchant and struck the horse statue with it. At that moment, something appeared from inside the statue.